wormholes. Anybody knows what wormholes are, by the way? Completely different topic, so it seems. But I want to share something with you guys. Because over my last almost 10 years in business, actually a lot of the stuff that I've learned in my physics career has somehow linked to spirituality, has somehow linked to us being able to get success after success after success. And so how many of you would like me to share something that seems completely not related about the general relativity theory? Anybody interested? And again, it may not make sense. I'm going to talk about wormholes. I'm going to talk about space-time. I'm going to talk about Einstein's general relativity theory. But you guys will see that it will make sense. So let's go. We live normally in a Newtonian universe, okay? So I don't know how many of you actually know about, Newtonian physics or normal physics, but if we just look around us, it seems like we're living in a world with 3 dimensions, right? Let me just make an actual good picture. So we have the width, we have the length, and we have the height, all right? So we basically live in a 3D space. Are you guys with me so far? That's what it seems to be. Now, then they said, wait a second, actually, we don't live in a world like this. Like, this is very good for describing most earthly activities. But if we look on the biggest scales, which is where the general relativity theory operates, or if we look at the smallest scales, which is where quantum physics operates, actually everything's a little bit different. And so Einstein at some point came along and said, hey, we do not live in a 3D space world. We're going to add an extra dimension. We're going to add the 4th dimension, which is time. So since Einstein, maybe even a bit earlier, but especially for the general relativity, we live in a 4D world where we have 3 space coordinates and 1 time coordinate. Are you guys with me so far? Everybody? Get a big smile. All right. But there's another thing. You know how we live on a planet? Anybody knows the planet that we live on? It's called Earth. And what do we do according to science with this planet Earth? We are rotating around the sun, woo! And according to Newtonian physics, we are rotating around the beautiful sun because of a certain force. Who knows what this force is called? This force is called the force of gravity, all right? So according to the normal Newtonian physics, we are orbiting in an orbit around the sun because of the force of gravity. Now, Einstein came along and said, no. It's not because of a force. It's because of something else. He said, actually, let's look at it this way. And I need a volunteer. Actually, I need a few volunteers. Who's willing to help me on this? Raise your hand. Yes, we got Ibtissam, we've got Anna, and we've got Marissa. Okay, now you don't actually have to do something apart from a funny thing. So Ibtissam and Anna, if you guys hold 2 ends of a tablecloth. Are you guys holding it? So Ibtissam, you have one side, Anna, you have one side, and I hold 2 sides up here. So can everybody see this beautiful tablecloth that we're holding with the 3 of us? Yeah? Okay, now I want you to pull it a little bit. Everybody pulls it? All right, so you can see how flat it is, right? Now, Marissa, can you grab a tennis ball real quick and then put the tennis ball from one side and just roll it across? Yeah, so everybody hold it fast? All right, do you guys see that? The tennis ball just rolled across over the flat surface. Okay, thank you guys for having such imaginative powers. Now, no, don't lose it. Ibtissam, keep holding. Anna, keep holding. Marissa, I have another question for you. Can you quickly grab a bowling ball? I don't know where from, but can you just grab one? Okay, cool. So, Marissa, can you put a bowling ball in the middle of the cloth? Now, Anna and Ibtissam, hold tight. All right. Ooh, do you guys see? This curve is coming into our cloth. Can everybody see that? Good imagination. Now, if Marissa can still grab that same tennis ball and now take it from one side and give it a little push, and we all will observe what this tennis ball will do. So do you see it? It goes like, ooh. All right. Now, can we please give it up for the amazing Ibtissam, for the amazing Anna, and the amazing Marissa? Hoo-ha-hoo. All right. Now, I know that was very much appealing on your imagination, but did you guys see that when we had the bowling ball in the middle of the curved tablecloth, that the tennis ball didn't just go straight, it actually went in a curve around the bowling ball, and it met the bowling ball in the center. Who saw that? Very good. Good imagination. Now that's the same thing that Einstein said that is happening in the universe. He says you need to imagine the sun to be a big bowling ball. And we need to imagine space, or in this case, space-time, as a beautiful thing, as a cloth. So space-time is like a thing, like a cloth that can curve. And what curves it? Heavy objects. Now, in the same way that this big bowling ball was curving the beautiful tablecloth in a 2D scenario, in a 4D scenario, a heavy object like the sun is curving space-time. And what Einstein said is that just like the tennis ball, this Earth is not moving around the sun because of a force. It's moving around the sun because it has no other choice. The tablecloth, which is space-time, has been curved. So it's just going along with the curvature. How many of you are understanding what I'm saying? Even though this is something completely different. But thank you for being here with me and for going through this experiment. It will make sense. So what I want you to take from this is, number one, is that we don't live in a 3D world. We live in a 4D curved space-time. Yeah, that's the conclusion. 4D curved space-time. Now, why is this interesting? Because a 4D spaced curvature, 4D curved space-time has interesting properties. And that's where now wormholes come in. Wormholes, write this down, are simply bridges between two space-time coordinates. It could either be that I'm saying, hey, I'm over here and my dad is in Amsterdam. And if we create a space-time curvature bridge, which is a wormhole, then I can maybe step in and then whoop, be in Amsterdam. So a wormhole can connect to space coordinates. So the coordinates that are only different in space, but at the same time. Now wormholes can also connect to space-time coordinates in different times. Imagine that you go to the past where you see your grandfather being still very, very young. That's another thing that wormholes can do. Does this make sense so far? Are you guys still with me? All right, I know this is going a little bit woo-woo, we're going a little bit far away, but now we get to where it matters. And I'm not saying that the way how I see this is exactly how it is. I'm just saying that when I was connecting all of these dots, which is the science and spirituality and success together, it kind of made sense to me. And with this sense, it has allowed me to get success after success after success. And I still apply these principles today. And I want you to be able to do that too. So imagine, right now, we are over here in a space-time coordinate. And today, let's just say today is time 0. Now, I want you guys to realize that you have the ability to create any beautiful version for yourself. But as we said earlier, if we look, okay, where do we want to be in the next 5 years? It's all up to us. We want to be at T is 5 years from now, at the abundance future. That's where we want to be, right? The most beautiful future. But here's the cool thing. Where normally, for most normal people, we would look at this and think like, oh, it's going to take me 5 years to be able to get to that future. If we now understand that we live in a 4D curved space-time, this space-time can be curved. And if we curve the space-time and you look at it from this perspective, look at these 2 points now. Before they seem so far apart, but if we were to curve them in this way, they actually aren't that far apart at all. Are you guys seeing what I'm seeing? Who is getting the same aha moment? What I'm trying to say is, how many of you have ever heard of those people that leaped into success? They jumped into success, or whether you call it quantum jumping or this or that. Now, again, I'm not saying that this is exactly the same principle, but what I'm saying is that that future that you're looking for is already in existence. And you might be closer than you think. So in my imagination, I'm just looking at it from like this. It's like, hey, this future where I want to get to, it could just be one jump away. That doesn't take me 5 years. It could take me an event to jump forward. How many of you are with me? Who likes this analogy? Who's gonna jump as well? Comment below and say, jump, jump. Everybody with me. Jump, jump. Everybody with me. All right. And that's exactly what we're going to do. We're going to do a visualization meditation where we jump forward. But I also want you guys